Hello, Raider Nation. This is Raider Tone and brother
And this,
Boneface Mark Andrews.
indeed, indeed.
And we have a special guest for you, our brother Chris.
Hey, what's up?
Say hello to Chris Gonzalez Valenti. He's with us this week.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here with the boys. We're here. About to bring you that Raider Nation talk, the Raider Nation live. You know how we do it.
All right. Well, if you gentlemen are ready, as I say,
Run it down, Mark.
this week is week 4. We face an evenly matched Cleveland Browns. And with wide receiver Devontae Adams out due to a hamstring this week, I say let's get into it. And this week we're going to keep it simple, gentlemen. On offense, for us, it's going to be short passes, I believe, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that is because the Browns uses a weird 4-3 defense, a cover 2/3 type D. So my thing is, I think this week we go with twin tight end type sets, check downs, quick outs, slants, floods, small stuff like that this week. I think that'll be more effective. Cleveland also likes to crowd the box. So instead of trying to use run plays where they run up the middle, I think you avoid the middle altogether. Go with tosses, counters, and off tackle type plays. Okay? Now, with that being said, even though their defense is this weird hybrid cover 2/3 type defense, they're also busted up over there this week. And they're using a B and C squad personnel. Because everybody just about over there is on IR. So, yeah, I think short ball plays this week, short ball, and using those edges, really using edge runs. I don't believe going through the middle is going to be the answer.
No.
Not this.
It hasn't been.
So, in short, I think, I don't know what Antonio Pierce has in mind, but I think with this game here, using a lot of Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers for these passes, and Abdullah, and I'd even get the new kid involved, Matson, in these edge type run plays. I think the offense should surround themselves basically by using those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Primarily pitch and catch.
Yeah.
What say you guys?
I think they're not going to be able to get that edge if they're in that zone.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they gotta run more power.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Problem with it is that with us, it doesn't seem like Zamir White is really going to be. Yeah, I don't think he'd be effective with this. I really think going around. I'm not saying to go full zone blocking, but to go around, because when they crowd in that box, it's not like it won't be as much as so much as a crash 5 like we saw last week with Carolina, and like I spoke of last week. Not quite that, but they do like to bring a lot of guys forward. So, like I said, quick outs and slants, stuff like that, avoid it entirely and go around them.
Yeah.
And I think you can get more positive yards that way. I'd use a power blocking scheme, but definitely not rule out ball control all the way through. Uh, yeah, I really think that would be most effective this week. I'm trying to hammer it in or something like that, a ground and pound, flat into their gut. It's not going to work with Cleveland.
No.
I don't believe it will.
No.
No. They set their defense up. You do that, and you're going to play right into their hands.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the defense. Well, I'm going to just make it plain. I just say 3 words. Just overwhelmed them. Just overwhelmed them. You know, Deshaun Watson cracks under pressure, especially when you use an edge blitz on him. Okay, you want to sack him? Edge blitz. He tends to crack when he comes from the sides. Oh yes, he tends to crack, and I think that'll be key for us this week. Plus, you know, with that being said, on the other side of the coin, he's also known to bolt a lot of times. You know, he'll take off running. So I think with us, the lane should keep his head on a swivel or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. With that, also in addition, I believe that, okay, the secondary has to shut down Amari Cooper and watch for checkdowns to the running back Jerome Ford. And he's got good hands. I know a lot of people have never really heard of him before, but he has good hands and he's pretty fast, especially along that sideline. Okay? I'm going to say this week, bottom line, I think if we are going to pull this one off, for one, Minshew must initiate a quick release throw type rhythm, and we have to convert third downs. This is highly official. I mean, highly essential because, as you guys know, well, as Raider Nation should know, this is a must-win for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a
definitely.
must-win.
I feel like this is the game we got to put our stamp on the season. Like, this is the team who we really are. I don't really. I mean, I hope we win. I want to see a dominant win. To be honest with you, Sunday.
Me too.
I don't think it should be a close. And then we get the talk that we got lucky and all that. Like, I think this should be like the stamp game where we come put our marking on. This is the team we are. Like, this is the team. This is the dominant team that we're trying to be. I want to see that on Sunday, to be honest. And they do it however they need to do it. I want the O-line answer, man. This rotational, who's starting, who's doing this, like this guy's sitting because this guy can't. Now this guy's back in. Just get the O-line answered so everybody can just get rolling with whatever run game we're trying to do. That's been a problem the first three games is they just don't seem to have an answer on the O-line on who's active starters other than Colton Miller.
I know.
Well, this is exactly what we talked about last week. You're playing in zone instead of power. And when you play in power, you wouldn't have a need to bench anyone. You don't really need to rotate as much as you would, as much as they're doing now.
Right.
Because the thing is that, again, as I said before, when you're doing power type football, and let's be abundantly clear. There isn't a single lineman on any squad, not just the Raiders, but any squad in the league that doesn't like to run block. They all like to run block because the thing is, you can upend a guy or you can just bump him out of a play. Take him out of the play and out of energy. Because basically you're literally fighting the defense. It's almost like a boxing match against the defensive linemen. I mean, linebackers. You guys understand what I mean. We're not built for that. We don't have the offense for that. We just don't. We do not have those kind of horses for a zone blocking scheme like that. These guys are great big bulldozers. And hey, you upend the guy. I mean, like last week. And as I said before, our offensive line was bigger than their defensive line. We should have been able to upend those guys.
Exactly.
Run through them. And it didn't happen.
The staff got to get out of there, do things that work.
Yeah.
Play to the strengths of the talent you got. Quit trying to reinvent the wheel with your offense. It's real simple, man. Put a hat on the hat, man to man, power football. Simple.
Exactly.
All this zone
Exactly.
stuff, I know we got one guy that we drafted from Oregon, so I don't know if that's why they're thinking that we need to go with this zone thing, but I would think like if you want to do zone, get a bunch of those athletic type of dudes from college that just run them type of offenses. But we don't have that. We got
No.
some maulers, so they better
Right.
get with it because hopefully, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I feel like this OC he gotta go.
Oh,
you know, some folks just gotta go. He one of them, man. I swear to God, if we see this on Sunday, he better go. And put AOC in the next week, or if not, like you said, by halftime, if things is looking stagnant or whatever, because I don't think the Giants are that good, but they pretty much handled the Browns, no? And the Browns are
They
beat up right now.
manhandle.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Browns are beat
They
up.
manhandle.
they sacked Deshaun Watson 8 times, and I think got better. We got a better. I think we got Crosby and Wilkins on the line. I think they're better than Thibodeau and Lawrence. So I
Oh,
think
definitely.
we should have a day ourselves.
Right. Right. I mean, they literally overwhelmed them on both sides of the ball because on the offensive side, you had Jones and Singletary, and they made it look absolutely easy.
Mm-hmm.
They made it look easy. And I think even with the personnel that we have, I think we can achieve the same thing because we have a personnel that can do that plus more. I mean, there's no reason how Max Crosby cannot get to Deshaun Watson several times himself.
It might be that
Also,
ankle though. It might be that ankle, but
Could be.
I don't know. Last week,
Right.
I'm not
Right.
gonna get off into the conspiracies, but it's just funny to me how all of a sudden the defense forgot their fundamentals last week. Right before they played
Well,
Andy Dalton again. But
well,
that's neither here nor there. If that team comes out there on Sunday, we are so screwed. But
I'll tell you this.
I don't think we're gonna see them again this year.
I'll tell you this. I watched that game last week,
Mm-hmm.
and for one, and I've put this before, and a lot of people don't seem to understand. With something like that, time of possession means a whole lot. And what had happened was a non-running series of 3 and out.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense getting off the field, going back onto the field, after just getting off. And the next thing, you see what they call the HOH, hands on hips.
Yep.
That means they're tired.
Tired.
Okay? And when fatigue sets in, you start making mistakes. And with mistakes come injuries. That being said, I watched towards the fourth quarter, and I could be wrong, but it definitely appeared to me that Max Crosby and Robert Spillane were both hurt.
Oh yeah, especially Crosby. But they said he was hurt, so yeah, definitely.
well, Crosby said too, like all week he was just with the trainers. They're trying to, ice it, do whatever they have to do, and he said he was limited at practice, limited in the game. From what I understand, he has not practiced this week either, yesterday and today.
Whoa.
And Tyree Wilson's pretty much taking his role in practice, so know, I don't know if he's going to play on the game time. And I know Adams got a hamstring, and a hamstring you pretty much can't do anything, honestly. So I don't come game time with the status. Guess we find out.
You know what? I hope we set our boy out, and this Wilson kid. Like Upshaw used to say, there ain't too many stops after the Raiders. You know, you better get it together, man.
But
Once again, I was just going to say this. Once again, if they use these short passes, you probably wouldn't need Adams, And believe it or not, um, for your long threat or your deep threat, you can have Trey Tucker there
Yeah.
to cover that. But basically, you just want to nickel and dime these guys. Basically, you just want to eat them up slowly and just move the ball up the field. Basically, again, I think, hey, you go into power, but you halfway dig dump with them when it comes to passing.
You know, Minshew. I gotta say it, man. Y'all think I'm crazy? AOC might got better vision than Minshew do.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I
right.
hate to say this.
I mentioned what, a 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, that's
I
what
hate to say
that
this.
might be it too. I can't stand short quarterbacks, but it seemed like it take Minshew forever to make his reads, man.
I hate to say this, but watching O'Connell last week in his first drive, and this is just my personal opinion, but I really believe that he showed me that he did more in that first drive alone than Minshew has done all year so far.
You know, I saw
Okay?
he looked comfortable. The offense looked comfortable, and Kobe Myers was pretty his target marching down the field, and
Right. I mean, Myers' name wasn't even called until O'Connell hit the field.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like Myers is open. You know, Adams is
Right.
open. Bowers is open. Myers open. Like everybody's open, and Minshew, I don't know what the heck he doing back there.
that's why I keep saying like these weapons. Any quarterback should be successful with the weapons we have on offense. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know, if it's the play calling.
Yeah, and,
That's
and,
right.
and you got quick throws to the tight end, to the running back, and this guy, like, I don't understand his vision when it comes to football. Like, you know, you got to keep the party going. You got to get first downs.
You
So,
guys know. You guys know. I mentioned this way back in week one.
mm-hmm.
I said that one of Gardner Minshew's biggest problems is that he holds the ball way too long.
Yeah, that's why I said his reads are too slow.
You know, you get the ball in your hand, bam, you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And then
If you can't find anybody, you either tuck it and run or you throw it away.
You know what the problem is with him, man? He looked like he ain't called the play. And even if somebody else called the play, you should know what the play is. You got the playbook. Why do you look lost out there all the time, man?
Fundamentals.
Him at most times when he's out there, right? I don't know what it is, but then this mobility that everybody kept saying, oh, he's mobile. But I don't really think his mobility is a game changer. Like
No, it's not. It's not. It's
like the way
not.
Lamar Jackson. And I hate giving credit to rivals, but you know Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray sometimes. You know those are game changer mobility. Like
Yeah.
has a
You're not mobile enough to make a difference.
Nah, and the funny thing
That's
is,
the problem.
he won't even go get the first down when he got to go get the first down.
Yeah, he stopped right in front of that thing yesterday. I was just like, last week, he stopped right in front of it. I'm like, wait, what the hell is this?
Yeah, when he ran out, I'm like, what was that? You did all that work just to run short of the marker?
Yeah, and then he throws short of the marker too. I'm like, man, if Madden was around, Madden probably tossing around in his grave watching this guy. You know, third down, and you throwing the ball not even close to the marker.
Right.
You know, I'm like, what are you doing here? So now we're fourth down territory when we didn't even have to be in this situation. And half of the time, when he's throwing them little short throws, he could have just, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna run and pick up the 5 yards. I'm like, man, you know, I hate to say this mess, but McDaniel set us back a little bit, man. You know, good 5 years, getting rid of Carr, not getting Stroud. That's why we in this situation. You know, it's like Carr ain't even here, and we got a quarterback that won't take off with his legs.
Right. If with short yardage, okay, with short yardage, we're not using a fullback. I don't know why, but you're not using a fullback. Okay, then go for the tush push.
Do we even have a fullback on the roster?
I don't even know,
also,
man. I thought we did, but I don't see him.
Jacob Johnson, he's somewhere, but he's not even on.
And that's when I look at Josh McDoofus again. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
Ingold's over there in Miami right now doing his thing. And I'm like, man, you know, that's another Oakland player right there. Like, all of our Oakland guys that we drafted, you know, I got the utmost Max, Jacobs, Renfro, Ingold. Most respect for them dudes. Cleveland Farrell's a bust. Trent Brown just went down.
again.
That guy.
no, he was till Maurice posted that article. I said, right.
That guy.
I mean, this guy is the NFL's official stunt double in my book. Every time, him and Garoppolo, I don't know who's worse. They both get out there and they both seem to get hurt. They both get hurt. I've never seen these guys actually go through an entire season, unscathed. They both get hurt. And I mean the kind of hurt where they're laid up for weeks. And so, yeah. And again, but coming back to what we were saying before, getting back to what we were saying, right. At the end of the day, Gardner Minshew is going to have to play totally different than what he has been playing.
I think this is the game he needs to make it that this is my job, this is my team, I'm the starting quarterback of this team, and leave no doubt. Like, stop having us question every damn game. Like, let us not start a quarterback. Like, separate yourself.
Yeah, show us you're better than AOC because I ain't seen it.
Nope. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like right here should be that game and separate yourself. And this is why I was named starter, because I still 3 games in, I still don't see where he's better than Aiden. And that's kind of why I wanted them to play the 3rd preseason instead of them naming the starter after 2, because they both had a good game the first week. They both had a mediocre game. Not enough. Week 2 was not really a good game for either one of them.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it wasn't enough to make a decision like that. I agree.
I don't even know if, like, Pierce was just overruled, because if you listen to his interview, he sounded like he wanted Aiden to be the guy. And I don't know if Telesco just said, oh, this was my first signing, so that's who it's going to be. And, we're paying him $20 million to be here and this and that. I don't know if that was the thing, but
he might have paid Minshew too much.
Yeah, I don't think. I just don't see how he's better than Aiden O'Connell. I really don't. And
I don't see it. And I think our fan base, a lot of us within the fan base, are starting to really wake up to that fact.
Yeah. Because they were talking to me about, he can extend the play. So, I mean, like I said, they were talking like he was Lamar Jackson type mobility. I was like, okay, give it a shot. I was like, he's getting sacked. Where's this mobility, extending the plays? And when he does extend the play, he still overthrows Adams. And, it's like, what?
Yeah, he is so inaccurate.
Like, right. Dude?
So, again, and I see a lot of that. Yeah. All of a sudden, it looks like he gets confused, and next thing you know, he's toppled over, with a pile of defenders on top of him. The thing is hey, with him, you got to be decisive. You're supposed to know, especially with a defense like this week, you have to know just about the vicinity of your receivers. The other thing I've noticed about him, about Gardner Minshew, and I've said this before with a lot of other football fans, every quarterback in the league-wide, they always have a go-to guy to throw to. All of them. You guys have been around for years, just like I have. Back in the days where all us who have long memories, Carson Palmer's guy was Denarius Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Got bad, thread the needle, hit more. In fact, Jerry Rice started off like that before he became quote unquote Jerry Rice. He was that clutch guy.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. He was the guy, hey, toss the ball to him. Hey, if the line's about to collapse, it looks like I'm about to get killed, throw the ball over to him. O'Connell, even now, O'Connell has Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
Okay? Put the ball up. Myers will come back for it. You know, even, here's the thing, even Devontae Adams, he'll turn around and come back for the ball. Okay? And that's the thing. And Minshew, I don't believe he has a go-to. Derek Carr,
He don't have the chemistry with him, no.
Seth Roberts. Say what?
He don't have the chemistry with him.
No. And that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have a go-to guy. I was just saying, Derek Carr had Seth Roberts.
Yep.
Push comes a shove, boom. Hey, man, take it. Again, he doesn't have anyone, and I've noticed this. I'm like, where's your go-to guy? You see these guys are coming all around you. The walls are literally closing in on you. Who is that guy that you're going to throw to get out of that? To turn nothing into something. And he doesn't quite have anyone yet. And so you have to, I believe in all of these guys has someone. Lamar Jackson has Mark Angelo, fake me. He has Mark. Okay? By the way, Raider Nation, the real Mark Andrews ain't no Baltimore Raven.
No.
Just so you guys know. All right?
But hey, on the bright side, for some reason he becomes a Raider. You can always keep that jersey.
Exactly. You know, hey, there's a thought. But again, the thing is, when Jackson's in trouble, he'll hit Mark Andrews. And guess what? A nothing play turns into a something play.
Right.
All of these guys have someone they throw to.
Right.
Just in case. Hey man, stay close. Because if it gets crazy, I'm looking your way.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing that cracks me up about this dude. I'm like, the tight end, the first 2 games he was looking real good. Third game he fell off, but that's just because everything fell off that third game. But you know, you need to find out where that ball is going to, and because here's the thing, the defense is gonna find out too, and they know that y'all good, so they're gonna try and take that away from you. And that's when other guys eat, because we got that kind of offense where pick your poison, but you got to get the ball out to them. Quit throwing. I mean, you know, Minshew like he throwing the ball to Kareem, and excuse my language, like he throwing the ball to Kareem, man, throwing the ball way too high. You know.
He's going to have a quick release. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, yeah.
The way I see it, I think he's going to have a quick release. And I mean, you know, and it made me think about that when you guys were just speaking just now. You know, one of the masters of the quick release was Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he was so hard to sack, because he got rid of the ball very fast. A quick out or a quick slant or something, and boom. By the time you got to him, there was nothing to get. There was nothing to get. The ball is gone. He's going to have to do something along those lines, in my opinion. You're going to have to, as soon as that ball touches your hand, you have to get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get it to one of these hot receivers or the tight end who's close enough to that line. They don't have to go far. You know, hey, 5 yards, because these guys are going to come forward. You're hitting 5 yards. But I'm telling you, it seems to me Minshew does not have a go-to guy at every quarterback in the league. If you watch any game on any given Sunday, every last one of these guys has a go-to guy they go to. They're going to hit.
Yeah.
Or they're going to throw it in the vicinity of that guy, right? You know, so you don't get a penalty. Hey, if I'm still inside this box, you know what? I threw it towards my guy over here. Even O'Connell, okay? Even O'Connell. You threw it in the vicinity of Myers. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has anyone yet. And I think that is one of the basic fundamentals that he's missing. Now, I don't know what it could be. Maybe, there's not as big as a cohesion with him and the offense like it is with O'Connell. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's something going on in the locker room. I have no idea. But you have to have some type. If you're gonna be able to be effective, you're gonna have to gel with a couple of these guys. So
better.
again, and the thing is that again, Raider Nation, don't get me wrong. I don't want him to fail. I want him to succeed.
Yeah, of course.
I really want him to succeed. I think he has the capabilities of doing it. So again, I don't know what Pierce has up his sleeve. I have no idea, but I think, and I hate to say this, but I think this week may be a sink or swim for Gardner Minshew.
It better be.
Yeah, okay.
So there you have it.
I don't know if they do it at halftime because it's kind of like it's kind of like an embarrassment unless like we're absolutely getting killed. But if it is not happening, I think Aiden will start next week. But like I said, I hope he comes out Sunday and puts a stamp and says, "Look, there's no doubt I am the quarterback of this team. This is what I can do." And
Confidence.
Really, that's what happens on Sunday for him. Like I said, I don't dislike. I just don't see where he got it over Aiden O'Connell because, like I said, Aiden. If you look at that Super Bowl week where all those events were happening, every time they talked to the Raiders, they've had Max Crosby. He was there by himself, but every time they talked to the Raiders, it was Aiden O'Connell, Jacoby Myers were everywhere, every interview, every event together, and that's why I really was like, yeah, I think they're really going to give Aiden the shot to do it. And and even during the preseason, I said, I think Aiden's a better quarterback. And then they went and they named Minshew. And I was really surprised that they named Minshew the starting quarterback. And I said, it has to be because they paid $8 million to be here.
Right. So again, I think, he has to come out here and act like, hey, you have to be confident. This is my squad. These are my guys. And let's get out here and do what we need to do.
Yeah, like because make a question that Aiden O'Connell should be and make us know like why Aiden is on the bench. Like separate yourself.
Well, the other thing you gotta look at too is for us, it's kind of like we're playing with house money because I think we've seen enough here, right? So, with that being said, like, he ain't gonna show us anything we ain't seen before. So, okay. Say we win on Sunday, right? Cool. If we lose, more than likely we're gonna see AOC and we're gonna see a little bit of. I don't want to say we're gonna say wins. That's the first thing that came to mind. We're gonna see wins with AOC, but we're gonna see better for sure.
We'll see a difference. We'll see a difference.
Yeah, we're gonna see the proof in the pudding because all this missing guys, by far, people wide open. You ain't even thinking about getting the ball to him. I don't know what that guy be doing out there. It's like he got one of them. Remember Spaceballs? It's like he got one of them helmets on or something. What are you looking at?
I guess. But anywho, Raider Nation, that's gonna do it for us.
Oh, hold on. Hey, this is the last game for the A's today, man. Remember, we are Oakland purists here.
Okay. Right.
That legendary Coliseum. I mean, the world called it a dump. We called it home. That was our home. That concrete stadium. The mystique. Right. No matter how many times I've been going there since I was 4 years old, and no matter how many times into my 30s I went there, I still had this awe of it. Every time I pulled off the freeway, saw it, and got down, admired it. That was our home. That will always be the home. I don't know what the plans are for it, but yeah, it's a sad day in Oakland sports history today. The last day being the A's game.
Yeah, terrible
So
day
I'll tell you guys.
in sports in general because you got the when we were growing up, I think the A's were like second all time behind the Yankees with chips. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
and when we were kids, the Yankees weren't good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in the '80s, the Yankees were not good. I remember the Yankees would come to town and get smacked. Dave Winfield and all, Mattingly, all of them smacked.
Right.
Even when Ricky was over them, smacked. You know,
Well,
so
you know,
it's
Oakland
just
is it's a shame because Oakland is the motherland. You guys know, the Raiders was the first professional um, franchise that I ever followed,
But the only team
and
that was born in
they
Oakland.
were in Oakland to begin with.
yep.
When I first joined, before they came to Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before they left for Los Angeles. Special place in my heart because to me I consider it the motherland
Right. Yeah.
as a Raider. And I know you guys as Raiders and A's fans that you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
And they can call Oakland Coliseum, they can call it a dump, they can call it a heap, but I felt that it was our dump and our heap.
That's exactly
I
how I
never felt it was a dump, guys, because I used to go there
So
to
they
see
call it
baseball games when I was a kid, and in the '80s, it was one of the best stadiums out there until the
yeah.
whole Mount Davis thing when
I've
they had
always loved it.
the big boom box
I've
out
always
there, the
loved it.
big white boom box in center field. So yeah, I never felt that way. When people say it's a dump,
I personally never
I know
felt
what they're
that way
trying to
either.
say, and they're
No, I,
basically trying to take shots at Oakland because
yeah.
they don't like us for political reasons. I'm not gonna go all off into that, but I know what they're really trying to say, so it don't really bother me. Even with the
At the end
Mount
of the day,
Davis thing,
I will always call
go
it
ahead.
home. I said, like, people around the I don't know, the country say, oh, it's the dump. Okay, well, whatever. That's ours. That's our home. Like,
It's ours.
call it what you want.
I actually missed driving up to Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
I miss Hagenberger. You know, I miss going up Hagenberger, going to the stadium.
Yeah.
And like you said, Chris, there was a mystique there.
yeah,
And to be in there when the mystique is at, full tilt, it's indescribable. It's indescribable.
well, you know
I mean,
what? We got one good thing going for us. See what I almost called them all kind of foul names right now. Let's see what the city of Oakland does. Yeah, I was about to drop all kind of curse bombs on them right now, but
Well,
I'm not gonna curse them. But the
yeah.
only thing I gotta say
Don't
is,
get don't get
we got
emotional.
our buddy Greg Jones, got the street named after him right there on 66.
Rest
Right
in
there in
peace.
front of the Coliseum. So
Rest in peace.
let's
Yeah.
see what they do over there though. And if they do something like I think that they got the capability of doing, because eventually Mark Davis is gonna get tired of, playing in somebody else's house in his house. As long as you in Vegas, you know, you got the girl, but her baby daddy in the kitchen with y'all every game.
Oh,
So when he get tired of that, man,
okay.
Greg Jones, the 6'6" gonna be sitting there right there waiting for him. So, yo,
Well,
come on home, man. I know you're getting tired of that there.
right. So, yeah.
I mean, new group that bought it. They're supposed to have a bunch of sporting events. Like, I know the Oakland Roots is a soccer team. They're
Yep.
gonna play their
Yep.
season.
And then the Oakland Ballers too, right?
The Ballers gonna play there. They're gonna play there too.
I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past it. I haven't, you know what? I've been numb to this whole thing, man. Like, I
The
haven't even
same.
took it in yet. It ain't
Yeah,
even hit me yet what's really going on. It didn't hit me
yeah,
with the Raiders leaving until I actually seen them out there in, that hell sandbox out there in Vegas.
Right.
Damn
So, yeah.
satanic sandbox. Sin City. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's deep. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Oakland. Anywho, Raider Nation, that's gonna do it for us. That's basically our 2 cents. So let's see if we can get this win this weekend. You know, you guys enjoy the game.
All right, you guys have a good weekend. We'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out, Raider Nation. Later, guys.